today is day 10,229 in the struggle. For those coming in new, we've been trying to stabilize the area after we were attacked in 2013. The day counter is the years that they have interfered with not just the corporate but our revenue. They opted to give it to the globe. Those people had so much fun, then they played the Black Widow role and got them killed as Last Suppers for supporting the real Hannah, who wanted Evolve. Who would do something like that? The devil. And then we have some groups that follow the devil. The Europeans now are saying, we were just following Hannah being selfish, and we're quite content because by us being selfish, we collected all the money, or a large group of us collected money. Now let's think about that. Who is selfish, Hannah or the Europeans or the Indians or the Chinese? Let's see who is selfish. Hands down, Hannah is the baby of the globe. Hannah was merely trying to pull together her own work under a banner called the Sun Collection to better society. When they were collecting money, they were using it to grow AI or to injure people or to help them win the war or the marketing for the reenactment. So as Hannah's pulling it together, it became a fight for those number of days that cost millions of people. There's nothing selfish about Hannah, but it kills them because she just generates after generates after generates. And it's a form of parasitic on our earth. Like on this earth, God creates a peacock. It's so beautiful. But God also creates a shark, or a mamba snake, or a kimono dragon. God could create a glass butterfly, but then turn around and create a piranha, some of which, hands down, are prehistoric animals that are very, very violent because they somehow survived that jungle ecosystem kind of tapering off and merging into a different ecosystem. Like not as dense and not as complicated. They still survive that. Thousands and millions of thousands of years. So there's nothing selfish about Hannah. In the 16 years that Hannah's been writing to keep these men busy, she got only one publisher's check of $249, and she actually owns it. She owns the whole shebang. So it became the story of Prophet Hannah and Lucifer, which Lucifer kept reenacting the original thoughts. What was the original thought? It referenced slavery, how blacks were due millions and millions and trillions of dollars. They acknowledged it, the whites acknowledged it, but couldn't pay them. It was the same thing as Hannah. They acknowledged that, but they didn't pay her. So she messaged CSIS the other day and she said, I know you're foreign sitting in our CSIS, but I'm trying to move. Have good intent. Can you give us the car, the house, so we can move? And then you can prounce around, whatever. So they don't want you to move. They want you to sit there. When Hannah tries to scrap this whole project and just try to find a part-time job, she can't go very, very long, just once a week to get healthier. They refuse for her to find work. So we don't know what these guys are doing at the organizational level, but she's mortified that they would put something that's so UNESCO with a bunch of hood rats from the United States. But behind those hood rats is what's scary. It's like this brew of really wicked. As the days have gone by, Hannah completely stopped everything. But every little bit, every once in a while, she gets, you're so selfish. There's an order, or they're literally frazzling you. They're getting mad and shit. When they get mad and stuff like that, right away, that is the Indians. There is a problem. The problem is they're refusing to come out of one person. So not just are they not giving you the money, they don't have the logistics to comprehend legality or order of law or you know, proper conduct. Why would you bring people like that into Canada and the United States? And it opened up kilometers of hell. Kilometers. Today, 50% of the men have their stomachs pumped, acting as women. And they're abused to high fuck. So it's my understanding the army utilizes them to feel empowered so they can go fight other battles and steal more stuff. You haven't resolved anything. And I didn't get produce a child for you to pump its stomach, pretend it's a female, and rape the fuck out of it or abuse the crap out of it. I didn't produce that child for that purpose. This is a repeat of a very much cleaner version. But they have the system down packed. It's just us women, we don't want to be left in the dark. Because now, with that information that we know, we can decide whether we want to have children or not. And it's not just the little boys. It's eventually the murder of female children. WikiLeaks tried so hard to bring this out. But god damn it, if this is not a blessing, I don't know what is. And before you get disgusted, it's 20,000 years old. This is kind of a repeat. It's 20,000 years old. So all Hannah's trying to do is present. And every female fag out of India rushed Canada. We don't know how they got in. And they just sit there. That culture can be funny. They can be a little bit annoying sometimes. Like they just, because they have to have their way. Because they're the females of the... And because they're females, they get their way with these men. So they're accustomed to that. It didn't work with Mother. A real woman. It's almost like the disconnect between... Let's go at it one more time. Between my vagina and their psychology. They don't know woman. How do you handle that? All these years, all they did was act like Squalor, where they took off half of Mount Royal and brought it to Israel or brought it to India or brought it to China. It's not a collective intelligent maneuver. That's okay. It became entertainment, But here is the thing. Hannah is trying to do something. You should not be interfering. Yeah, but we used you for laws, no, because they're using my face. They're using my last name. They're using every part of me. We have to push. The real Hannah's still living. And just wants to finish. So, like children, they surround the vicinity and they just sit there with a bigger duck at the top which is some probably European or who knows, it could be someone even Indian or Pakistani, who knows, with a bigger top duck at the top who wants to just sit there and delegate. Now, nobody will touch that family. He is actually an untouchable. We leave the duck who's following this duck, who Hannah was mating with a real duck. It became duck after duck after duck that all of China bought ducks. But it's a duck story because it's a bird story. In 2013, Hannah was in court. A small entry, Turkish flag, big smile, a blonde female. So, we are doing this clip just to let you know there's nothing selfish about Hannah. Nothing, because it's for the better of society. Out of 200 modules, it's for the conversion of Earth. If you did your own thing, fine, just buy another ticket. We are doing this clip to explain to you that order, legality overrides any of you. That you, if you're in Canada, you do it the Canadian way. If you're in the United States, you do it the Yankee way. You don't change Canada and the United States to make it India because you want your way, as these she-females who rock their asses left, right, and center. For 600 years, Anatolia has been binding. It's way older than that. It's Mesopotamia. And not one person has been injured like this. So there's a flaw in your mechanism. Yeah, but these are weaponry, guys. Who are you trying to kill, homie? You can still play with your guns. Can I just finish my exhibit? Hannah asked permission years ago. That's what's killing her. Can I just finish my little exhibit? It's 200 modules. Yeah, but you're going to make money and you're from the opposing frac. You're the boy group. Your best friend's the girl group. Ah, that's what it is. Well, this boy menstruates and breastfeeds. She just has a personality of a boy. Another interesting fact.